Hey fire signs, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for your next 72-hour readings. This is going to be from the 18th of February through the 21st of February. The last 72-hour readings can be found below. They end on the 18th, the day that I am actually recording, but they will be listed below. If you missed those, that way you can follow how energy has played out for you in the previous 72 hours. Always remember as well that I could be speaking to your cross watcher at any given time, and integrity has a lot to do with how the energy is going to manifest for you in your situation, okay? So if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, hey guys, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get in here. Those of you who are dealing with water and fire, you showed up in both, and we're fixing to go into the Piscean energy here, which it will be a transition within the 72-hour reading. So go ahead and watch both of those energy reads, because the sun's going to be there coming out of the air sign and going into a water sign. It's kind of confusing and so so you could be getting something more from that. I will tell you that there is, wow, and that just came out in the water sign reading. There's been really hard energy coming out, because what's coming out is some kind of real, well, in the air sign reading, there's a court case going on. Okay, so that reading is going to be pretty precise for just, it's not going to be for everybody. Unless you can look at it in a spiritual sense and you're going through a trial or something. But that was literally some type of murder came out in that. Okay? And we got hard energy coming out here. We got the Empress in reverse. We also have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay? Queen of Wands was at the bottom of the deck in the water sign reading, and it was in reverse. Okay? So the Empress in reverse would represent somebody who is not a good mother. Well, both of these would represent that. Somebody who's not, a good person, a good mother, is lazy, because the Empress in the upright, she is expansive. She's full of nurturing projects, and she's full of prosperity, and she got the justice skills of truth within her, and that would be opposite here. She's in the reverse, showing up. And the Queen of Wands would be somebody who is, in the upright. She's beautiful. She's very spiritual and honest herself, and expansive, and full of, integrity, and would take action and be creative as well. And it's just like she's in the reverse. And we got somebody here. So this could be past energy for some of you all. We have the Eight of Cups coming up here, and somebody who walked away. Okay? Turn their back on something. So everybody here in this is we see nothing but the backside. We've got the Queen of Swords here at the top of the deck, and the Queen of Swords is in the upright and speaking her truth. Okay, could be a divorcee, could be the queens can be mothers. We can be looking at bosses. We can be looking at sisters, aunts, somebody in authority, but somebody here is out of control. The Queen of Wands is burning things up, and this is a horrible mother being shown by way of the Empress here. This would not be an upright person. And then we do see a queen that is upright, and can also be, like I said, a divorcee. It could represent a mother, a sister, just somebody really sharp, a lawyer, a teacher. Somebody also has a title over them, a judge. Go watch the air sign, because it's coming up. And we had a lawyer, a judge, a court trial. We had police show up in the wordings that came out. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. So there's obviously been competition and rivalry. Okay, and people burning the crap out of things and really pissed off because somebody walked away from something that was invested in. Okay, well, and if you got divorced or you wanted a divorce or something like that, I will tell you that in the water sign reading, the word divorce came up, and we have water showing up here. So we have Taurus and Libra, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then any water sign Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and then we actually got everybody here, really. We don't have any Earth here. Well, yeah, we do. We have Taurus. And then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius showing up here. My goodness, guys. But something's over here, okay? We got an airline. Something, you know, if this past energy and something took place on a trip to cause all that fight and you know, whatever this judgment is, or this sharp communication, this upright communication, though, from this queen. She's got her sword up, and the card is showing in the upright, okay? Speaking the truth about something very sharp and putting a judgment on it, being very loving but stern, but we see other people not caring, walking away, turning the back, okay? The airline would represent somebody just traveling on or something like that, but this is bad energy. This is horrible mothers, horrible, lazy, burn everything up, I just want it. Something's out of control here, okay? And if that's the reason why somebody walked away and it caused the fight because nobody else wanted to be a part of this, well, good for the person who walked away. There's obviously, there is, you know, normally there's no competition for the Empress if she's in this direction, but these two women, if these are women, well, one of them is, okay, one's in the upright, one's not. If we just want to look at the Empress here, as far as whatever projects were around a situation here, and these two women are in competition. Somebody walked away, somebody's in the upright, somebody's just turned their hell around and is just burning everything up. What else do you want to say, please, to the fire signs? There's the lawyer coming out. And in love, well, if there's competition, somebody's in love. If you're in the upright and in love, then you really are. If you're not in the upright, then you're really not showing love. I have to read it that way. I just have to read it that way. Give me just a second here. For fire signs, please. Mental problems. Yes, somebody's got mental problems, apparently. They stole your music. Somebody stole somebody's projects. Okay? Somebody was, like I said, the Empress represents projects. And if there's projects that were in the upright, okay, and somebody knows it because the Queen of Swords, like somebody really does have mental problems. It's showing it right here. And then there's the Hangman, and that's about confusion. And they're just hanging there, okay? And somebody knows that their stuff got taken away. Somebody was really, really just manipulative. This would be manipulation as well with the water energy. We've got bullied. Somebody was bullied. And yet we have joy here. Somebody is going to get a lawyer and get their stuff back. Okay? Because the next card here is the Nine of Cups. Okay? Somebody's going to have to be forced to release something here because the Hangman's there. We got blue eyes. We have singing or singer. Incredible. And we've got a runner involved in this situation. So we have mixed drinks. And we have a sister-in-law involved as well at the top. Incredible. That one wants to come out. They were blackmailed. It's also bullied and blackmailed. Somebody was bullied and somebody was blackmailed. Somebody stole somebody's projects. I mean, if it's not music, also can be somebody stole somebody's music out of their heart. You know, they're singing, you know, having a joy in their heart, obviously, because there's been fighting going on. But for some people, there really was projects and things like that, and somebody stole some stuff. And somebody needs to go get a lawyer. Divine, what do you want to say about this? Thank you. The Dalet. So there's the bully. There's the ox head right there. This is strong power, a leader of some type. There's a family involved in a situation. The Empress would represent a family as well. Foundations, one who leads the clan. Somebody needs to get up and do something and lead something in a new direction in all uprightness. Okay? We got the Dalet, and so somebody, you know, who lives with you, that Dalet can represent, you know, your home. And the 4th house would go to Cancer, which would go to the home. The Dalet is the answer, the key, a back and forth movement. Obviously, there's been weak and poor dangling of the head in a situation here, okay? But somebody's got the truth and got it upright and speaking it and don't care. And they're gonna cut something away. They're very calculated. They know what they're talking about. There's also a lawyer, because there's mental problems here for somebody. Somebody's in confusion, just sitting there, holding on, holding on, holding on. It's money. Money and projects right there. Yeah, the 2 of Cups also showed itself in the, it was either the air or the water, I can't remember. But, you know, here's the Hangman, okay? This is also, could represent a trial, and we got a lawyer here. And somebody go to jail. There's also a jail card as well. But we do have mental problems here. And people, when do that kind of stuff, they do have mental problems. They have no uprightness about themselves, okay? Because this would also represent a bully, real stiff energy, okay? And so this would be Taurus, just in the ox head itself. It's also the 1st house of Aries, which would go back to the headship. We got a 4 here, which would take us to the Aries as well. You know, the head of something, some type of person who's leading a clan. There's more people here than just these 2 people. In the Rider-Waite, there's several people in the 5 of Wands, okay, causing some kind of conflict here. We got Cancer here. We also got Scorpio here, because that 4 is also a 13. That's secretive stuff, other people's money, projects, okay. We got property, somebody's keys to their door, okay. In one of the readings, I saw a robber, and somebody robbed somebody. Well, if they stole your music, they also stole other things, okay? And some of you all, it's just coming out in a different form in what it's saying, all right? But the energy is still here. And somebody's a drinker, okay? There's mixed drinks, alcoholic. Autumn is here. That could be a name. We got South. We had the West show up in the water, and there's a social situation going on. Well, there's a group. There's a group. Right here, someone who leads a clan, okay, with this family stuff going on here. All right, let's take a rune and we'll call it a day. So a D, an M, and a V. We got that's a DMV as well, and that's also movement in something. Your keys have something to do with the vehicle as well as home stuff, and yet finding the answer to get out of this weak and poor dangling of the head, because somebody got mental problems and they need medicine here, okay? People do that crap to people. Okay, we've got a Z here. A Z is also equivalent to an H and a Q in our alphabet. This is the, just a second, this is the 15th letter. That's amazing, because the 23rd letter came out in the water sign, but it was the O, and the O in our alphabet is the 15th letter. So in a roundabout way, these readings are all intertwining here, okay? Because there's a group that apparently the divine is showing, that is all different signs that are in for the next 72 hours, getting a judgment on them, okay? Been coming up for a while, and the divine's, you know, spiritually been putting pressure on people. So this is the 15th letter, which would take you to, like I said, that would be the O, the X, or the F equivalent in our alphabet. That is the Saturn energy of the devil. We're talking about X's, we're talking about divorces, and the word divorce came out in the water reading as well. Somebody had walked away as well, apparently, or wanted to, or there was no love at all in that reading, and we're seeing it right here. Okay, divorce is right there, showing itself. That's people who's really restrained and they're in addictions. Well, we got mixed drinks here. Somebody's an alcoholic or something like that. We got bullying going on and thievery happening here. Right there, your family. Blackmail showing itself and stupidness. Anyway, we got the elk here, and this is a Z. Give me just a second here. It's resistance. Did I read that? You know what? I read the wrong. Well, everything happens for a reason. So let those of you who are catching this that were part of the water sign reading, that I read this one for them. I'm going to read both of them here. So it is what it is. Nothing's by accident. So ownership is the O. Okay, we're talking about property and stuff like that. Keys and stuff like that, and divorces happen. Then that O that came out for them, that's ownership, your house, that's assets, inheritances, family, tradition. That would go back to tradition, the ox, the Hierophant energy. Learning from the past. It's also good luck, and somebody is going to get good luck, and go put these people in jail that don't give a rip. They have no love about them. They're soulless. Okay. Now the Z here is the elk, and that represents resistance, help, a shield, impulse. Well, fire would be impulsive as well, and somebody obviously was. A real impediment that can be overcome, and there's also protection granted. So if you go to the authorities, the divine is just reiterating that everything will be taken care of. You need to travel forward, and because somebody got some mental problems, they need help. Okay, you need to get that kind of stuff out of society, because I've seen bloodshed in the air reading. People don't give a rip about murdering people. They need medicine. They need to get out of society. They need to go sit in a insane asylum or something like that. This stuff's got to get out of the earth. Okay. All right, guys. So until next time, let me know how it goes for you. Shalom.